Welcome to the weekly watch of May 8th, 2014. I'm your host, Darkly10000, and with me, as always, is Nathan and Truman.
You're not done with school.
I'm not yet done. I still have finals.
Oh. Well, I'm not even close. Well, I am pretty close, but... Yeah.
Hey, Jay. How's it going?
Hey, how's it going, Jay? How long has it been since you were at school?
I don't remember.
I think it's been like 6 months to a year, maybe.
Not a year.
What did you finished up in what? When did you finish?
I just say October, so 6 months.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you finished within the 3 or 3.5 year plan.
All right, so we didn't get to stating what we're supposed to be watching, did we? Because Truman changed it 18 times.
I think Truman should
change it.
No, state the original, and then switch to what we're actually watching, and for what reasons.
Okay, so originally I was torn between Magi because I really like it, or that other show with the really long title because I saw a picture of it where they...
Also known as OniAi or whatever?
Or Brother Love.
Okay, OniAi. Bro Love. Because I saw the picture of the main cast doing Jojo poses. Then, so we downloaded the show. We watched episode 1.
No, me and Truman watched episode 1.
I watched the opening.
Yeah, me and Nate watched episode 1.
Which didn't have the opening.
Then we get to the opening and we're like, oh wow, this is shitty. Then we get to the opening for the show, which is the beginning of episode 2, and we're just like, nope, not happening. And so instead I picked Ergo Proxy because I forgot that it was on my list for the longest time.
Do you remember what was in the opening?
She was like dry humping her brother or something. I think that was the moment I was like, you know what? We're done.
See, I was all like, oh, it could be a pretty funny, like, terrible thing if we're gonna end up watching it. Dry humping in the chair in the first, like...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was
the dry humping in the chair.
It's like, I'm done.
I'm done.
Like, it seemed like it was like a school chair.
It was a school chair.
And then the next part is another girl underneath his desk, seemingly giving him a blowjob, and then he looks in, she's just playing the flute.
Implied blowjobs. And then, of course, there's the clumsy anime trip where she falls on his face.
And I mean, we wouldn't be talking about it. We just say how bad it was, and you guys would all make fun of me about it being bad. And
that you're a pervert.
I was like, you know what? Oh yeah, that too. You guys are trying to say that I'm a siscon? Yeah, now.
All sorts of things.
So I was like, you know what? We'll just watch Ergo Proxy, which I'm only halfway in.
I haven't started, but I hear it's gonna be hard.
See, I don't get Truman.
Honestly, it's a long startup. Like, what? The first 7 episodes, I was like, wow, the only reason I'm watching this show is because Pino is awesome. By the way, I already have my favorite character pick. It's Pino.
I don't know. I wouldn't say the beginning's exciting, but
I mean, it's a decent setup, but it drags on. Like, it's definitely like, it's not even like slow but engaging. I would say the first, especially those like last 2 or 3 episodes in like the camp, when I don't know, like.
They gave
5, 6, 7, and 8, or 5, 6, and 7, just like for me, just drag, and I'm like, wow, this is kind of boring. But then at 8, it spikes right up, and it stays pretty good after that. Although I'm only on 12 so far, so.
Yeah, that's only halfway through, isn't it?
It's a 23 episode series.
But it's a lot of setup. I think honestly, I think kind of unnecessarily. So I think they kind of really drag on the setup.
I don't know. I wouldn't say it's unnecessary. I mean, it develops into 2 plots basically, and like you and I know where they're at the point where they finally begin developing 2 plots.
Yeah, I
There's
guess
a
that's true.
plot inside the city, and then there's Lil and Pino and Vince doing their thing outside the city.
But yeah, no, my favorite character is Pino because Pino is a boss. Um, I just like I don't know, just my favorite scene I think probably so far is when Lil's like, hey, do my hair because she's a man child who can't do anything, and so Pino's just like, nope, Pino's reading a book, and then later it's like, hey, Pino, help out collect firewood, and Pino's like, nope, Pino's reading a book. Pino is a boss.
All right, I have to still watch the whole thing.
Yeah, I don't want to give too much away.
Yeah, I mean, just talk about how great Pino is. If you're gonna give anything away.
So we're going to the weekly watch, right?
Yes,
2 weeks
although
worth of it.
I'm not 100%. Is that counting this week's stuff? Because I'm not all caught up on that.
I wouldn't say like the last couple days stuff, but
Yeah, I'm not caught up on the last couple days.
So we should start with Jojo, obviously.
Pretty much. Okay, so it's the where did we last time it was the
tower.
They were getting on. They got onto the plane, and then they're like, "I think there's a stand user here."
We didn't even talk about them fighting the tower.
No, we hadn't.
Oh wow! So basically, it's exactly what I thought it would be.
Which I think is what you said in Skype.
It's
right after the episode came out, and you watched it.
It was. Oh yeah, I think I did. It was exactly what I called. I called it. I love it. It was. Oh God, because I love the fights.
It's like direct from the manga, and the manga's been badly scanned, so it's good to see it in high quality.
Honestly, it is like because I had read through this part so far, and it is pretty much straight from the manga.
Which means I don't have to read it.
You seriously don't.
Honestly, yeah. Okay, but yeah, now Silver Chariot's a part of the group, and Silver Chariot's my favorite. Up to where I've read.
I totally forgot that he wears armor.
Oh, really? I remembered that. Because he's a BAMF.
I kind of assumed he wore armor because it looked like.
Well, that it was detachable.
Oh, okay.
Not just detachable, he exploded it off.
He propelled it off of his body with momentous
It's so
force.
dumb.
Exactly.
It's so dumb that Silver Chariot doesn't get burned at all.
Nope, because he blasted off his arm.
No, like when he's defeated and he's lying on the ground because Abdul's just like, yeah, sit there and burn.
It's totally fine.
He's sitting there for 10 seconds just in fire.
And then he gets out, he's like, oh, all good.
But
yeah, no, you're right. Oh my God, what was this preview for the next fight? Do you remember what did they say it was?
I don't know if
they don't do previews. I'm pretty sure.
Like they were getting.
Did they not?
The thing is, they gotta still pull out the strange parasite thing in Silver Chair. No, wait, they did that. I'm dumb.
No, they did that. They're getting.
No, yeah, they did that. They did off screen.
And you get to
Well,
they revealed that it's there, and then Jotaro kind of.
Joseph while Joseph was talking, they kind of just pulled it off, and you saw tentacles flying everywhere.
Yeah, and then they were talking to him. He's like, "I'm gonna join you," and Joseph's like, "Okay, let's get
revenge for his sister who was killed by the two right-handed.
That's a really dumb way to be distinguished.
Oh my God, it's man, I like his character a lot.
And then he immediately goes and starts hitting on chicks.
Well, like Joseph said, he can only think with one half of his body at once.
All right.
Does anyone remember what happened in Nisekoi?
Nisekoi. Oh, the festival.
Oh yeah, the festival.
There was also the he has to work at Onodera's shop, And
Oh
then
yeah, it
there's
was the
a
Onodera.
typhoon.
So yeah, there was the Onodera episode and then the festival.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure everyone loves the Onodera episode.
I mean, it's because Onodera is kind of the best girl, so
Best girl
Yeah.
so far.
I mean, what the next girl is? Well, I guess next real challenger is what you said, a big sister type. I don't know. I'm not a big fan.
You're not a big fan of the big sister childhood friend archetype?
Nah, it's unless it's Flag. Flag's the only one that's done properly. Flag, my new favorite, my number one pick for the season.
I don't understand how Flag is your number one pick of the season.
Neither do I, but I can't help but loving every time it's on.
It's strange because normally when something like this happens to a person, it's a guilty pleasure, but it isn't a guilty pleasure for Truman because he doesn't feel. It's not like it's shameful or anything to him. He just can't explain.
It just defies all logic. It just it's objectively not good. And I can I see that, and then I'm just like, oh yeah.
And what's
Watching me some Flag.
Any last thoughts on Nisekoi before we actually
No,
go into
because
Flag?
Nisekoi is at a deadlock of, oh my god, thing.
Except, okay.
Look,
you mean
funny jokes.
That is the show. I
Kind
mean,
of cutesy stuff. Nothing happened.
It's-
welcome to Nisekoi. Do you want that?
Funny joke. Funny joke is funny.
Oh, and shaftiness.
I mean, if we want to talk about shaftiness, fucking Makaku City actors.
City actors is super.
We'll get to that.
Honestly, okay. Actually, can we just get to that now? And
All right,
talk about
fine.
the Flag, since we're just talking about it. Okay, so Bukaku City actor, I've gotten to the point where I just don't really care about it. I kind of just watch it to see how far is Shaft gonna go. It's like those pictures saying, has science gone too far? It's like that. Has Shaft gone too far in this episode? And most of the time the answer is yes. Actually, I can't even tell if the plot. I just don't. The plot really doesn't really do anything for me. I'm just watching it because it's Shaft overdrive.
Okay. The way I see the characters, they're not characters. They're just colors.
Wait, you just see them as colors?
Yeah, kind of that.
They're just kind of colors now. There's an orange girl and there's red guy.
Because
Purple girl and white girl.
it's the thing that happened to me was when episode 3 came out, because at the end of episode 2 I was like, I don't care. There's nothing going on that I care about. And then episode 3 came out where it tied it back to episode 1. And I'm like, alright, I care. I love this. I love I love the idea of these powers and all this stuff. And then episode 4 came out where it's it's another intro to a character we've seen once and is way in the background, and he hasn't been tied back to it, so I just don't care right now.
And none of those 3 characters are good. I don't like any of those 3.
Oh yeah, all 3 characters. I now remember. Yeah, the 3 characters that introduced in the last episode, they were all just so shitty. There's the super beta kid, the worst tsundere I've ever seen. She was just blatantly awful in every way.
And then the super soft-spoken, just
and then that guy,
forgetful guy.
Oh god, I just wow, I don't give a shit about you.
That guy's voice is so annoying.
Dude, Super Beta Kid is
So
unbelievable. And I find him annoying because it's just everything is wrong.
Oh, and I liked how there was another song in the middle of it.
I think I'm gonna hate every one of those episodes and every one of those songs.
It's just the songs in just the middle of the
I'm all
episode.
Song's starting, it's over. Oh, nope, it's not over.
No, it isn't.
Jay, you can't expect the norm from Shaft.
Oh.
Come on.
Well, I can expect whatever the fuck I want to expect. You don't own me, Nathan.
Yeah, you don't know him.
Then you will live a life of disappointment.
Hey, set your expectations so high that constant disappointment becomes the norm.
Or set your expectations so low, you're never disappointed and
But
always
if you're
happily
constantly
surprised.
disappointed, everything is perfect.
Or you're just constantly disappointed, you become depressed and commit suicide.
Nah, it's fine.
These are
I'm not saying you'll do that, Jay. I don't think you could possibly do that. You seem too happy, but they are
It's a
people.
facade. My life is a downward spiral.
I think
Man, isn't it shitty when you realize that?
Let's just continue on.
Alright, so I guess flag.
What's going on?
No, wait.
No,
We gotta go back.
Flag
gotta
is
go
simple.
back
What's going
to
first there?
the school sports festival.
And they got second place in the sports festival.
Did we
And it
talk
was, like,
about
so
the
close.
Did we talk about the first episode of that little 2-episode arc?
Look, we know all 6 characters got
But they did the
introduced.
training.
Okay, all the characters already been introduced.
They do the training, and at the end of the episode, he and the robot find a
And
tunnel.
something to do with a giant death flag on his head?
Yeah.
Or
No, that was the last episode.
that was the last episode.
When he goes into the tunnel and then he meets
No,
the
because
one
the
girl.
giant death flag is the reason
girl.
why he's starting to look for it. For the tunnel.
No, but he found a death flag like three
He
episodes
talks,
ago.
he talks to the robot girl and asks her if there's like anyone with a cleric name at the school.
Yeah, he doesn't know who the cleric is,
Because he's
and then
kicked
she
out.
comes. But that was before the festival.
Yeah,
She comes back after the dates. After he dates everyone,
yeah, after the dates and
she
stuff.
comes back, and then they go in. They find the tomb or whatever it was, and then they go outside and he meets the girl. And that's I think how.
Why are they all fine just sharing him?
Because it's a harem.
Because they are. I don't understand.
I
Because
don't
he's a harem
understand
master.
how he's a harem master. Ended up in this. I don't
He's a harem
understand how he
master.
ended up in this situation.
He has the power.
Yeah, he has he's a harem master, and like
He's
a legit
best-
one. Not honestly, maybe this is one of the reasons I like this show because it's a really good harem. Like it's a great harem. Like what's Kohimi Muso? Kohimi Muso is probably the best harem I've ever seen.
I thought you hated that anime.
Then there's no, the anime is awful because they retcon the male character altogether, and they just retcon literally everything. So they have characters who look the same, doing things completely unrelated to the actual story, and they're not the same characters. Like they're just here's random people that look the same doing stuff. That's why I hate that anime. The VN though, best harem ever, because well the actual girls are there's like what 20, 30 something girls, so it covers really just every trope under the sun, and then most of them are done really well. But then there's the opposite of that, which is the main character from IS, who's the fucking worst, one of the worst paramasters out there. He's awful.
I
That's why I hate
somehow
that
knew
show.
you were going to bring up IS.
Because I gave IS a 2 out of like my it's really down low in my like rating system, and like it's funny because the only reason it's not a 1 is because of Char, but Char could only get it up to a 2. That's how much it bothered me.
Oh, God. What were we talking about again?
So
Oh,
Flag.
Harem Masters.
Also, they end up losing the festival, but they get to stay in the dorm because MVP doesn't necessarily mean winning.
Yeah, they won in everyone's hearts.
and that's all that really matters.
Winning in
But I mean,
the victory in
is
your
that a
heart
surprise?
matters.
Everyone knew. They're not going to build the home in episode 2 and just destroy it immediately in episode 3.
I mean, with Flag, I could see it happening. I wouldn't be overly surprised if,
If
that's what
that happened in Flags, they would just build another one.
The dorm is part of the
They would just
opening.
build.
Everyone
They would
is
build
living
another
in
one
it.
right next to it. In a day.
Yeah, like something. I would not have been surprised if something like that happened. That would have been funny. I
This
wish
show's
something like that would
absurd.
happen.
And
God,
it-
I love it.
And it has this like we were kind of talking about the whole finding a tomb thing. It has this adventure arc coming into it.
I really hope that that just gets moved really far on the back burner, and like they
You
focus
mean how
on
like it's been like
just-
every episode where it's like, oh my god, slapstick, silly things happening, and then it's like, and then we go to the serious adventure over here for like 2 minutes
like,
right before the end.
I hope they do just keep it. I hope they don't try to like bring that whole like adventure arc into the forefront of the front of the show. I hope they keep it with this. Yeah, forefront. That's the word I'm looking for. I hope they keep it in the slapsticky, absurd harem that it is, because it's honestly one of the better harem shows I've seen.
It's also
in a
like
long
super
time.
fast paced with how many jokes they throw.
I mean, they have a really good the cast. The harem cast is really good. You know, you got a really good trap, good tsundere, really good dairy girl. The fact that the dairy girl is also the Genki girl, and usually Genki girls are they kind of just seem out of place, but she's also got the big sister to bounce off of, and they cancel each other out. It's a really good setup. They have a great cast.
You forgot about the robot and the childhood friend.
Oh, sorry. Okay, fine. I was just going to mention some of the what I thought were the better ones. The childhood friend one kind of needs to be escalated on, but I like the fact that she's constantly on edge of turning yandere. I hope that stays a recurring joke, because I like that joke.
Because you like yanderes for some reason.
Honestly, I kind of hope she goes yandere, but, that's just me. And then the robot is kind of more of a side girl.
She's the main
There's-
plot pusher.
Yeah,
she's kind of the plot
not even
pusher.
the plain plot pusher. She's there to put this side like mystery action plot.
Like, she's there. If anything ever needs to get done, she's the reason.
Her
it's
name
gonna
is
get
Deus
done.
Ex Machina.
Yeah.
I have
Wait, is
no
that
idea.
actually
No,
her
it's
name?
not.
No, her name is No.
Is what?
It'd be really funny if honestly, I wish her name would literally be Deus Ex Machina. That would be hilarious.
She has the same exact name as the ninja from the past.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's the ninja from the board game. She's the ninja character. She fulfills the ninja role.
What are the rules again?
Oh, there's
It's
like,
like knight, ninja, cleric,
I think bishop or something like that.
bishop. Yeah, bishop was one.
Those are the four that they've like talked about.
Yeah.
Ah.
I don't remember the others.
What? I don't know why I like this show so much either.
It's because the cast is great. I think that is what it is. I think the cast, like, you don't notice it, but the cast is really solid.
Okay, I do want to bring something up. I don't know if we've talked about this before, but we are comparing this to multiple choice. Like, that is what we do when we started out. That's what we were comparing it to. And multiple choice made stupid
Well, I mean,
3-minute jokes. They were completely irrelevant to everything. Like, it's just, hey, you're in the classroom. Either pull off your shirt and beat your chest and yell, "This is what a man does," or pull your pants off and yell, "This is what a man does." That had absolutely nothing to do with anything. With
You say that's
Flag,
what? Okay, sorry.
with
Go.
Flag, it seems like the jokes at least kind of have to do with
And they're funny.
everything, and they aren't reliant on the flags.
And they're funny.
And it's actually funny.
They're actual jokes.
What I would say is, I mean, you say we're comparing it. I mean, I'm not actively comparing it
Well,
myself.
not anymore, but when we started out.
Well, maybe when we started, but I mean, for me, I think it holds up really solidly in general harem shows, and because for some reason I like harem shows.
Well, I haven't watched many harem
I just
shows,
want to
so-
say, you're welcome, Truman.
Honestly, yeah. Like I was pissed that you picked this at first, and you picked it literally just as a joke, but not bad, honestly.
I'm, however, still pissed that you picked Bunny Cafe.
Oh my god, that now we're talking about Bunny Cafe. Like, I don't.
How do you like Bunny Cafe?
It's cute girls doing
There's
cute
literally
things.
nothing in this show.
It's like how you hate Aria.
There's nothing in this show.
Like how? Although Aria is kind of like objective. Like, I mean, maybe not objectively because you apparently hate it, but Aria's like actually really good. This is kind of just like cute girls doing cute things. Good.
But it's boring. They literally don't do anything. Like the last episode?
They make coffee.
The last episode?
They told fortunes. They told fortunes.
And then they drink.
Episode.
They ate celery and drank tomato juice.
And they
Yeah,
went.
they were getting over their fears.
And they went and studied.
Oh, they went and studied too. See, there's a whole bunch of stuff that happened in the last episode. It was an action-packed episode.
This is your definition of action-packed episode?
Realize this isn't a plot show.
I don't
right?
care. The thing is, I'm bored watching it. Because you can pretty much just call all the jokes that are going to happen.
Yes, but it's whether the jokes are done well.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's not going to win an award or anything, but it's not bad.
See, I'd rather have a show that's terrible than a show that's just there and mediocre.
I mean, I wouldn't even say I legitimately enjoy it. I enjoy watching it. So.
Thus far, it's been a pretty solid 6 for me.
Yeah.
I think it's okay. And I think you're just kind of a sourpuss, Jay.
I think you're definitely a sourpuss.
The only jokes that make me laugh with this show are all the jokes with the new girl, where she's just like, I'm poor, but I'm trying to be rich. I'm pretending to be rich.
Really, what about the Japanese girl who has a really weird sense of humor? Her jokes are great.
Please, name one.
Yeah, she's kind of just there for me.
Really, I enjoy her. I enjoy how her and the main girl play off each other.
I don't remember many jokes with her.
They had, I mean, at the very introduction, they had the naming thing. I remember they had something in the last episode. It kind of happened a while ago now, but in the last episode, I remember while they were studying, they were going back and forth, and I liked that. I liked what they were doing. I don't remember what it was though.
But see, I can remember the jokes of like the poor, or the things that happened to her as jokes for the poor person, where it's like, all right, I need to sit here and determine whether to buy this ramen, and then the friend show up. It's like, oh god, I can't buy it now while it's on sale because then I'll look like I'm really poor, and I can't let them know I'm poor.
I don't get why she has to stay poor.
It's status.
Okay, the girl she likes, because, she likes...
Thinks she's rich.
Thinks she's rich, and she doesn't want to break that illusion. She doesn't want to disappoint her.
I guess I get it.
And that's a thing I hate. That's a thing I hate. Stupid.
What?
Sorry, can you use
Just
words, Jay?
like, man, no, I can't use words. Words are broken right now. I don't have any good reasons to hate this show. I just don't like it.
I know. I've been enjoying the like. I want to be your big sister jokes, but that's never gonna happen. Like when they were studying, and they're like, "Oh, the poor girl is helping the youngest girl. I don't remember any of their names. The white-haired girl with the bunny head." And she's like, "Wow, you're really good at this. I wish you were my older sister, or whatever." And it just the main girl is just so disappointed. And maybe it's just because that heartbreak, I love to watch it.
You love the heartbreak.
Nathan,
And then at the very end, she's like, "Oh, I know what book you were talking about," and then she pulls out War and Peace.
that was that. Okay, I actually like just like burst out laughing at that one. I thought
That
that
was
one was really fun.
That was amazing.
I actually remember I straight cracked up on that one.
Like, oh, I'm looking for a book that has a bunny that's trying to fight for something, and then at the end,
Yeah, but like he like loses his way, and
he loses his way, and then she's like, oh yeah, I remember that book. I'll fight
I
for you.
know exactly what you're talking about, and you thought it was gonna be some kind of heartwarming thing, and
Like,
then
I thought it
she
was
drops
like a little kid's picture book or something, and then War and Peace.
War and Peace.
How do you not find that funny, Jay?
I never read War and Peace.
You don't have to read War and Peace to understand that it's a
You know what War and
No.
Peace is, right? Oh my god. Jay, how uncultured can you be?
It's a giant, like, 1,000-page Russian
It's one of the most
literature.
difficult books to read like that there is.
I wouldn't say it's a giant. It's one of the most difficult books. It's a very long, very Russian.
It's known for being a very extraordinarily difficult book
I
to
mean,
read.
it's a high-level Russian literature book,
Yeah.
but it's not like Ulysses or something where it's just like, oh my god, try and get past the first 50 pages.
I wouldn't be able to accurately.
Every episode of the show, I actively try and like, because I like bunnies. I like the stupid, cute girls doing things shows, but I just can't like this show.
Okay, Jay. We'll stop trying to convince you. At least I will.
I might continue, but not right now.
Akuma no Riddle.
So
Okay,
there was the nun
last-
girl. There was the nun girl,
Yeah, Nun Girl.
and then there was
Yeah.
family girl.
Yeah.
So
Those are
start
the
with
two, so-
nun girl.
Did we really not talk about Nun Girl yet? I thought we
Well,
did
it's
last
been
time.
at least 2 weeks.
Okay, maybe. All right, maybe no.
We talked about crazy scissor girl serial killer.
It's like,
Oh, you're right.
I've-
Okay.
the first one, kind of like, the first crazy girl serial killer, there's not really much background to go on to her, because she's crazy, and she's a serial killer. But it's like, I'm glad we get to go and...
Boom, baby.
I'm glad we get to go and, like, see why each one of them is trying to kill her. And prove something.
Yeah, I did like that in the last two. Although I felt they kind of laid it on a little thick in Nun Girl.
Nun
'cause
Girl's
at the very
really
least,
thick.
Like, so you find that she kind. They kind of say at the very end, they're like, oh, it's like, oh, like my wish was to stop being an assassin, but everyone said you were awful and wanted you to quit anyways. So why is she still an assassin in the first
I think
place?
part of it was like she wanted to get away from that church or that sect or whatever, and she couldn't do it without like money and whatnot.
Maybe that was it. I just thought it was like she's like, oh, I want to stop being an assassin, but then stop. Why
Yeah,
are
no-
you killing someone to stop?
That's kind of what the main girl. God, I can't remember her name.
I don't remember anyone's name.
Yeah, but she kind of says that. She's like, "Well, then why are you doing this?" At the very end, when she beats her, she's like,
Yeah,
"If you didn't want to be doing this, why are you doing this?"
that's a pretty fair question.
But they kind of had to put all that, the reasoning kind of thick, because the fight was going to be short, because she's
Oh,
an
yeah.
awful assassin.
Because the point was, which actually I like the fact that she was an awful assassin. Like they're not all pro A number one assassin who somehow screws up.
I like the fact that
She was like her story was that she was kind of a shitty assassin and then she died.
And she had like 2 attempts, one of which would have actually been, it was actually an okay one, the very first one with the like explosive in the fridge. But then after that, it was kind of just like, eh.
So I actually like the fact that she wasn't that good at her job.
Haru is dumb sometimes.
Oh yeah, but I think that's supposed to be the character, is the blind optimism.
Yeah, that's kind of her.
But I mean,
thing.
it's like, oh man, I got a death notice. Time to go explore the secrets of the library.
Okay, that actually did bug me. Now that I
Oh
read
yeah, that
It's
was
just like,
so dumb.
Like why don't you wait one day? A
Just
day.
one day. We can do this
And
tomorrow.
why did the assassin, why did the protector girl, the main character, go like, you know what? Yeah, we should go
This
through
is the
now.
perfect time.
It's probably the most important thing going on right now.
And you know what? I can play devil's advocate and go. You know what? They may not. That the assassin might not know that they were going to leave the room and go to the library in the middle of
But
the
why
night.
risk it?
But yeah, why risk it? Like you already know the person's going to be using like
Bombs.
hidden explosives. As long as you don't let them get close to your room, you're good.
That was the dumbest thing that's happened so far.
That was really pretty silly.
But I like we get to also see that they all each had their own style and everything, because otherwise this would be really boring.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I think they do a really good. They do a really good job with having all unique styles.
And they, I know, don't they have a new song like each time at the end?
Oh, they do have a new end. They have a.
I don't know if it's a new song,
Sorry.
because I haven't been paying attention to the song.
Well, at least
No,
the
the songs are unique
Oh,
for each
okay.
one. Yep.
song is okay. I
I-
thought they were, but I wasn't
But
sure.
the video's cool.
Yep,
But-
the song is unique.
It's like you don't get to know the characters like really well, but you do get this sense of uniqueness from each one so far.
Yeah,
Which
which I think it's well done. So
now we move on
they-
to
so
the
okay,
next
wait, time out. Who do you think will be the next girl to attack?
um
Who you calling? Who you calling is next?
I don't think it's going to be the like night and day girl. I don't think it's her.
I don't think it's going to be the pair.
I didn't think it was going to be the pair, and I don't think it's the girl at the desk or the girl that tried to kill her initially.
The girl at the desk, I think, is definitely going to be last because, at least in the opening theme, that's not in order, but she's the last one. I'm guessing she's last.
I also don't think it's going to be the girl that tried to kill her before like all of it started.
I also don't remember any other girls.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
I'm calling the pair. I think they're unlikely enough that they're going to have to. They're gonna
No,
do
I don't.
it.
I don't want the
That's
pair
my
to
guess.
leave yet. I like
Neither do
them.
I,
They're
but
just conversations when they just show up for even just a couple scenes. It's like, yeah.
They are pretty good characters.
Yeah, I don't know. I think. I don't know. I can't remember any of the other. Like those are the four character sets, I guess, because the pair is now a single character. But is there like a purple-haired girl or anything?
No, I don't remember.
Trying to let me try to bring up the list of the girls.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
No,
I
don't
remember.
fact check.
Honestly, yeah.
Don't fact check. That'll ruin this.
Fine. Let's go. We'll just continue.
Okay.
So we're just adding No Game No Life, aren't we?
Oh, I mean, I think we're all
As
watching it.
I love the show and so on.
I mean, it's really entertaining. Definitely, it's definitely a very entertaining show.
So we got to start with episode 3, which has all the references.
References. What are you talking about?
It has this poses.
It's first got the Phoenix Wright reference where he starts playing the theme.
Oh yeah.
Just
yeah.
objection.
Doesn't he like run into the hall and yell
No,
objection?
he plays it on his phone, and then just the theme music plays the whole time
Okay.
as he
I thought
challenges the soon-to-be queen of the human race.
Of Elkia.
Yeah, that's the place.
And
And the human
Monarchy.
race.
Man,
I don't like that name.
No, but it's they replaced the hue with the it.
It's really dumb. I'm just gonna keep calling it humanity.
I mean, there's no reason not to. It is a pretty dumb name.
Well, they do it sometimes call it humanity. So
That might be a translator thing.
Well, the main characters do.
the main characters call it
Ah.
humanity.
No, yeah, no. That is in the world. They're called, but manatee.
Yeah.
It's silly.
I-
It's silly. It's silly.
If you're gonna change the name of the entire human race, don't make it something similar to the human race.
I mean, I think that was the joke, but just saying.
But
It's a
I get
bad
what you're
joke.
saying.
so we get that chess match.
It's not a great.
Yes, the giant life-size chess match.
Which
The way he won the chess match at the end was so
well,
bullshit.
it's not really chess.
It's war.
Doesn't matter. I don't know. I just
He enticed rebel action to start fighting against the tyrant.
he enticed. It was just so funny that he's just like, really, like this is how it's ending with him like winning over the queen and then enticing rebels to take action. It's like what?
It's war.
It was very silly.
Just I don't. It wasn't my favorite game. I'm gonna say that right away because it wasn't much of a game.
It got really.
It wasn't much of a game thing going on.
Yeah. At first, at first I was really enjoying it, but then it got really silly by the end of it.
Yeah.
I think that's. And once they like passed like the line, like there was definitely a point of no return, and it was just kind of like.
Here's the point of no return.
Okay.
The rebel faction comes in.
Okay, they should
Yeah.
have... No, it should have ended when he took over...
Winning over the queen. I
No.
think that was
No,
that was for me.
It should have ended when he took over for his sister and started being all charismatic and crap, and his men just charged the field, killing everything.
Well, that would be too short.
Yeah, exactly. No, there had to have been some kind of counter and then recounter. I think the actual like going down and him persuading the queen to what's the word? Betray her group. Everything after that was just like, and it's silly.
Well, everything after
Like,
that was just, oh, you're gonna attack your own queen. What cowards you are! And that was it. That was the end of it.
Yeah, I guess.
So when he converted the queen, that was the end
Pretty
of the game.
much.
So saying that's where it should have ended is saying
pretty much the
it should have ended where it ended.
Which it did. Good job. Good job, Truman.
No, fine. Before that, then.
But,
Whatever.
like,
I don't care.
So he becomes
He got
king.
silly.
Yep.
They're
Yeah.
both king.
Because they couldn't decide in a match.
So they are both king.
I love that shirt he wears. I love humanity.
I love humanity.
It's like, this is the best shirt to wear.
So wait, have they stated there were 7 races, right? Did they say what they all were?
Isn't there like 16?
There's like 19 races.
Oh, did they? Oh shit.
Yeah.
So there's
They're going
elves,
to take on-
angels.
They're going to take on the angel. Like they're going to take on an angel right now, which is part of the 6th highest race.
Because I mean, I think the only ones I remember them saying are elves, angels.
Oh,
and
we
beasts.
got that far? You guys watched that episode? Okay.
The latest episode, yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen the latest one now.
Oh.
Yeah, Nathan. He hasn't seen it. Don't talk about it.
Yeah, thanks for spoiling it.
Oh my God! We said something that hasn't come out in the past couple days. Oh wait, it came out yesterday. Sorry, Truman. I thought it came out like on the weekend.
That episode is actually really good. That I'll save talking about it for later.
Yeah, I wanted to.
I wanted to talk about it too, but Truman's ruining things.
I haven't. My internet's not working. What can I say? I can't. Make
My
it
internet's
work.
not working. That's why I'm on Skype.
Well, no, the VPN. You know how I can. The only way I'm able to watch.
Yeah. Are there any other shows we need to talk about?
I watched all 5 episodes of Black Bullet.
I still need to start that.
I thought it's pretty good. Although, okay, I won't say that's a spoiler, but it's a little weird. Although I'm glad I don't like the main character, so I'm glad he's not super important. important. Basically, the fighting for it, it's post-apocalyptic. I'll give you the general premise. The general premise is it's post-apocalyptic and there's monsters everywhere. And the monsters, like when they attack people, they like infect them, and the people turn into monsters.
Oh God.
And so the people who fight the monsters are two-man squads of a person and then a little girl who's like half infected with a monster.
The dynamic duo, obviously.
Yes. So the fact that I don't like the main character, so I'm glad that he's not the one actively fighting all the monsters that often.
And it's like I dropped Captain Earth. I couldn't stand it anymore.
Really? Even you dropped Captain Earth? I had kind of just stopped watching.
Look, I didn't like the first episode. I didn't like the second episode either. Or the one after that, or I haven't liked any of the episodes.
See, I watched 3 of them, and then that's when I was done. God, there's 25. Jesus.
And
yeah, I couldn't watch. I also dropped the Shoujo God show because I was just sick of it.
The first arc of Date A Live also ended. Date A Live 2. And
which I'm glad. I wasn't a big fan of that arc, so I have no real problem with it ending.
I don't know. I like
the
the two characters.
I'm not a big fan of the twin girls. I want Kurumi to come back. I hope next arc is Kurumi Part 2.
Who's Kurumi again?
The orange girl. Orange yandere.
Oh, she sucks.
Yandere.
She is. So she's my favorite.
She's my least favorite.
She's
literally my least favorite.
I believe
she is my
Truman, did you say
Yeah,
Yandere?
yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Okay.
I totally knew. As soon when I was watching it and she showed up the first season, I'm like, oh, this is going to be Truman's favorite character.
It
I'm
was.
sad that I'm right.
What else were we gonna say? Crap. I will be.
What happened?
Yeah, Truman kind of just cut out.
Whatever.
Mm.
I got 2 more episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, and then I will be able to give my full opinion on it.
Hooray!
And what was the last fight of Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal? Was not the last fight, because now they're in the last fight, and it's even bigger.
Ooh, okay, I think Truman's back.
Yeah, sorry.
I just really want... I just want Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal to be finished, in my eye.
Is it still not translating yet?
2 more episodes is what I was saying.
Okay, wait. I want to say one problem I had with the last episode of Daily Life is that the main character got another power.
I don't care about the main
always
character.
hated-
No one cares about the main character.
Exactly. It was like, why do you have to give out power? Just make Toka better. Everyone fucking loves Toka. Like, Jay, can't you agree that Toka's great, right?
She's good.
I mean, definitely second best in my book, at least.
Yeah, I'd put it second. I'd say second.
But like, just I hate when a show, like, the whole emphasis of the show is like, oh, they got the MC and
And he's gone.
And he cuts out
Good
again.
job.
Oh, god damn it, Truman.
One thing that always bugs me is in a show where they'll have like a main character who like has this harem of like harem of girls with superpowers, but then halfway through the show they just like say, you know what? That's not good enough. We want the main character to have better superpowers.
Well, the point is they're not supposed to have the powers.
Who,
Yeah.
the girls? Okay, maybe
That is literally the point of
but
the
let's be
show.
honest. The show is stopping them from rampaging, but I don't like the main character having powers. So it bugged me that he used Toka's sword, because I want him to be weak and pathetic and Toka doing everything because she's pretty great.
Alright, so that's everything, right? Nathan, do you have anything?
Jay, are you watching Chaika or no?
No. What?
Oh yeah, Cheka. I forgot. Oh, I haven't seen the latest Cheka though.
Okay.
Oh, but I did see the dragon. We both seen the dragon one, right?
Yep.
Dragon arc. What did you think of it? What was your opinion of the dragon arc as a whole?
It was okay. I don't really care much for the dragon.
I think the dragon. I think the dragon. I mean, they haven't really. We'll see how the character.
Well, like I had watched one more
runs.
episode than you have, so
Oh, I guess that's true. I haven't really seen how the dragon kind of is as a character, but I kind of saw. I saw what was happening going on, like going into it. With when all the pictures came up, I don't remember the exact moment, but when there were like the pictures wherever, I'm like, oh,
how they keep pointing it out.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty obvious that
Yeah, it was.
she was the dragon, but yeah. I mean, I guess I don't really know how the character is, but
The fight was kind of cool.
The fight, I thought the fight was actually really cool. I like what they did with it. They didn't do the classic kind of, oh, I'm gonna talk you into, I'm gonna talk you out of the fight. They
No.
actually legitimately beat her.
Like I don't think I don't know if they're ever going to talk anybody out of a fight.
Which is good. I mean, the fight scenes are really solid in this show.
Yep.
So-
So you remember how I've been watching Select Infected with Cross,
Oh yeah, how's that?
and it's girls playing a card game to become the like magical girl that has their wish
Do we get
fulfilled.
the rules of the game?
Yeah.
No, not yet. Like I don't think they've ever gone. I don't think they're ever going to go into the actual details of how the card game is played. But they brought in another rule about like what happens, as you win and lose. Yeah. It's like I don't know if I actually told you guys this, but like if you lose 3 times, you no longer get like a magic card, and you lose your chance to be a magical girl. But what they brought up in the latest episode was that if you lose 3 times, not only do you not get your wish fulfilled, it becomes tainted. So the opposite happens, and it happens to one of the girls that like becomes their friend. Yeah, it becomes the main 2 characters' friend, and her wish was to make friends. So because she loses, all her memories are gone from all the fighting and whatnot. And she can never make a friend, ever.
That is the most depressing thing.
Like they like.
I think I had.
It's super dark, and like they run into her, like they're going to go to a tournament to just play cards with regular people, and maybe find a selector girl that they can fight as well. And while she gets there to the meeting place first, and she loses for the 3rd time. So the other 2 get there, and they look for her and they find her, and she's just like, I don't know who you are. Don't bother me or whatever. And the main character like goes out and touches her shoulder, and it literally there's like a black lightning shoots through her shoulder, hurting her, and then she runs away. And that's the end of it. I don't think we'll ever see that character again.
This sounds like a poor deal.
Oh yeah. Oh, and one like
Show described to me as, or sorry, go Nate.
the main character's like, well, like she doesn't have a wish, yeah. So she's like, well, I'll wish so that her wish isn't tainted and she can have friends again. She can be our friend again. And the cards are like, oh no, you can't. Once her wish is tainted, it can't be untainted.
Damn.
This almost sounds as bad as like the Modica deal.
That's what I heard from the show or about the show is it's Madoka meets Yu-Gi-Oh.
I haven't seen or read Madoka,
I know you haven't
but
seen Madoka. God, you should watch Madoka, Nate. God damn.
I think I put it on my list. I don't remember, but I probably will.
You told him to not watch it because you wanted to watch it with him on Blu-ray.
Oh yeah, that was it.
Yeah, Yeah, but you should just watch it. We can watch the movies together. You should watch the show.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Hey, so it got dark pretty. Like,
So wait,
almost
Tom, is it worth picking up?
I don't know. I don't. Like, I'm kind of just watching it because it's 12 episodes, and
And it's on a random day that nothing else is on.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I was gonna say? I don't know. Wait, have you guys Nate? Are you watching Sidonia?
I don't think so.
Oh man, Sidonia got super intense. Like, okay, so basically Sidonia, the whole show, the aliens, robots. So the aliens are like, the super unstoppable kind of aliens. Pretty Lovecraftian kind of deal. They're giant and monstrous and blah blah blah. So they send like their top 4 best pilots, blah, like gonna do it, and I'm like, okay, they're gonna win. Nope, they get completely wiped out. The 4 best pilots they have just get killed without even getting to the monster, and it's just like, damn. Like they just like wiped out humanity's hope in us, and like boom, done.
It's kind of I still haven't watched Attack on Titan yet, which I should probably do. But I remember Jay describing the very beginning, and this sounds similar.
The feeling is pretty similar, and actually, honestly, it's the reason I like both of them is the same thing. They really capture the kind of the fear aspect.
It's also probably the reason why it was
the show.
made. Because Attack on Titan did really well.
That's true. But Attack on Titan, I won't say loses it, but it does kind of lose that feeling as it goes on. And I'm hoping Sidonia doesn't. I'm really hoping Sidonia keeps that feeling. So, that's just my 2 cents. Like the feeling of, oh shit, we're all fucked.
And you say I'm morbid.
So,
Okay. So,
I mean, I like that Lovecraftian feel,
alright.
the hopelessness.
So that's it for the weekly watch this week. Tune in next week when we're finishing... What are we finishing?
Ergo Proxy.
Yeah, Ergo Proxy.
Go Proxy. Or in your case, starting it.
Well, I'd still be finishing it. Starting it means I wouldn't finish it by that time.
Oh, also, after Ergo Proxy, I probably can't watch a show for like 2 or 3 weeks.
That's fine, because I don't want to try looking for a show in the middle of my
We'll
finals.
figure it out then.
Yeah, because I have finals and then licensing, so.
Well, we'll figure something out. Alright, goodbye.
See you later, peoples.
Bye, no one who listens to us.